Apparently, a lot of life happens on Zoom these days. And one mother wrote into Slate's parenting advice column after she listened in on her child's virtual class and realized that her kid is a tattletale who keeps reporting bad behavior to the teacher. Has life on Zoom made people more critical? Is this a bad thing that the kid is reporting in? Joy, I know you love this kind of stuff. What do you think? Should the kid stop reporting? Should the mother stop listening? What?
Well, if you think that mother is embarrassed, imagine how Jeffrey Toobin's mother feels right now. What I would say is I cannot look at myself on Zoom. It is the most... It's just not good. It's just not good. Something about this over here is it's. I can't look at it. Every flaw is exaggerated. I don't care how many ring lights you've got and how much light you've got on yourself. Just not good. And I find that I'm looking at myself constantly because, like right now, you think I'm looking at you girls? No, I'm looking at myself to see what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that, and it's a nightmare. The whole thing.
Right. What about you, Sarah?
I have to agree with Joy. I realize I have a really serious, kind of angry-looking listening face. Like sometimes when people are talking, I'll be sitting there like this, and then I catch myself. I'm like, that's what people saw my whole life? Like, that's how I look when I listen? So I think it's made me more self-conscious of how I react to things, and it's not always, my face doesn't always reveal what I'm actually thinking. So now you'll notice me do this on the show.
Right.
It's my new listening
Resting
face.
bitch face, they call it.
Okay. Well, what about you, Sonny? Do you think this mother has anything to be concerned about?
Well, you know, yes and no. You know, I think it's important to tell, you know, your parents what's going on at school and sort of, you know, have advocates, but it's also, you know, not great to kind of be that tattletale and try to, you know, deal with things yourself. I will say, you know, Paloma is at home in virtual high school, and I have made appearances. I have kind of like snuck in and tried to figure out what was going on and have listened to the classes. Really? She's thrown me out of several of her classes. But I have been the nosy mom. I have checked it out. So I think a lot of parents are in that situation right now, right? I mean, you can't help it.
Well,
no,
probably.
Sonny, it's you.
Anna, what about you, Anna?
Whoopi, I agree with Joy. Zoom is like the new car mirror where you can see every flaw amplified. I've got so many ring lights in my house, it looks like the Las Vegas Strip. But listen, my minimum requirements for Zoom behavior are a lower bar since last week. All I require is that we all wear pants at all times and our hands are visible. That's it. And then I'm good.
Well,
I'm not tattletaling on anything else.
Well, I'm looking at everybody, and it's just really nobody's hands are visible, okay? And I'm not sure, now you're sure, but who knows if you're wearing, any of you wearing pants. I'm not.
Joy.